Yes. Buenos dias. For a little bit. Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, we do us.
Can you all hear me?
Yes, can you hear us?
I can hear.
Yeah, me too. And I'm watching the clock and I'll call us to order at 11:29 or at 11:30, right on the dot.
Carol, I hope you're going to be home on Monday and Sunday for all the snow, Carol. I would hate for you to miss
Oh
this.
my, you guys, I mean, there's so much snow in Decorah with me gone. Maybe I should leave every year so that we can get good snow for cross-country skiing and snow days for those children and teachers.
Teachers. Yeah.
So we're still having a meeting?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we've got 2 agenda items and we could still go through with 5B.
Is it still 13 inches that they're saying on Sunday?
They backed it down a little bit for us now.
Oh, I have relatives sending me stuff like there's a 10% chance we'll have 22 inches of snow.
I got that too.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't think.
Okay. Welcome, everyone. As good Iowans, we love to talk about the weather, don't we? I'll go ahead and call our special meeting to order. Today's Friday, March 13th, and we have a special school board meeting scheduled. Thank you, board members, for all attending. Please note that myself and Director Zander, Sand, and Jensen are all joining virtually, and it looks like we have Director Darling there in person. Thank you, Brad. Do I have a volunteer to read the mission and vision statement? And if not, I have it up and can read too. Okay, I'll go for it, Aaron. Thank you.
Either was fine. Decorah Community School District, we embrace student learning and well-being as our fundamental purpose. We will, in partnership with our students, families, and community, make the world a better place. The mission of the Decorah Community School District is learning, thriving, creating our legacy. The vision of the Decorah Community School District is that we will be a collaborative, innovative, learning-centered organization empowering students to embrace their personal strengths and create their future.
Okay, thank you. Next, we'll approve our agenda today.
I'll make a motion to approve the agenda.
I'll second.
Okay, hearing a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor, please say aye.
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 Aye. Opposed, same sign. Okay. The first item of new business is the MOU with the City of Decorah related to contingencies for the new elementary school project. And Tim, I'm going to turn it over to you for an update.
Sure. So we worked yesterday with the city in a Zoom call, and then there were some emails throughout the night. And this morning, we have 2 versions. We have a city version of the MOU and the district version of the MOU. They're close. There's about 3 points that we don't have agreement on. And so what I'd like to do is, I don't think I can explain enough to the board in 5 minutes now to give you guys enough process time on that. I just got an email from our attorney kind of explaining the pros and cons like a minute before the meeting started. I didn't even forward it on to people because I didn't think that was a fair thing to do. What I would recommend is we want to get this MOU done. but have some time to maybe schedule a special meeting on Monday or Tuesday, which would then give me a day or two to work with our attorney Connor so that he can kind of lay out for the board, so you understand what the city's asking for and what we're proposing. And so at this time, I'm going to recommend that we table this agenda item.
Tim, thank you for sharing that. And we want to work with the city of Decorah. And I know that there's been more back and forth on the MOU than we expected, but we want to make sure that both parties are comfortable. And I also support the idea of tabling this issue. I understand that I want to respect the time of our board of directors. We do have a second item on our agenda today. But I want to make sure that we don't work in haste and make sure that we're ready.
I agree with that. I had some questions about the MOU also. So I think that tabling it today is a good move until we get everything worked out.
Okay, and before an official motion is made, I'd like to discuss the possibility of scheduling early next week. And Aaron, I know that you have conflicts with your schedule and you may not be able to attend, but I just wanted to talk that through while we're all together.
Yep. You hit the nail on the head pretty well there. Assuming that there aren't significant travel delays with the weekend weather, I'll fly for NCAA championships on Monday and won't get back until Thursday. So I'm fine with this moving ahead without me present.
Okay.
If it's possible that I can zoom in, scheduling allows, I'll certainly try to, but
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay, thank you. How about everybody
heads
else?
up on my behalf.
Okay, thank you for sharing. Lily, Carol, and Brad, do you have any calendar blocks for Monday or Tuesday?
I think Monday during the day is mostly open. Before 3, Tuesday looks pretty good. Monday evening would be harder.
Done before Monday night, right?
Ideally, you do it sometime on Monday.
And my schedule's pretty open.
Yeah,
Okay.
me too. I can
I can, mhm.
make it work.
I can make anything
So-
work.
So is Monday at noon just a convenient time, or will that work, or should we
Mhm.
tweak it a little bit, or we'll just plan on Monday at noon for a special meeting to review the MOU, and
Well,
we'll complete that in a day or two.
Tim, it is a Friday and
Yeah.
noon on Monday comes fast. Is that going to be enough time for our teams to connect?
I agree.
And if not, I would recommend maybe 5 p.m. on Monday or noon on Tuesday.
I guess the idea of noon on Monday was then we could have it ready for the city council to have on their agenda.
Okay,
And then
okay,
I don't know, logistically, they're probably gonna have their agenda ready. So if they attach a MOU, they're gonna attach their version of the MOU, which might be
Right.
okay.
Mhm.
And maybe if they pass it and we pass something slightly different, then we would pass something slightly different on Monday at noon. That would give them an opportunity to amend their MOU to match ours.
Okay. Well, right. So
That's what I'm
if you
saying.
have time and capacity to communicate all of that today, just so everyone
Yeah.
has the most up-to-date information, yeah, we can move forward with a formal motion to table and schedule.
Would it work better for us to have it a little later in the day on Monday? That still would be before the city council meeting, but that would give us more time of the day to
Sure.
through everything that needs to get worked through, depending on people's schedules. I can't remember if she said it was 3 o'clock Monday or Tuesday that.
3 o'clock, there's a meeting with Matt Russell to plan
Yeah.
groundbreaking stuff that I was supposed to be on. So before then would be fine. I don't know, Aaron, if you have any idea what your travel timing is to see if we can get Aaron on.
It's going to be tricky pretty much no matter what.
Sure.
If you put it on the schedule and it works out that I'm available, I will absolutely attend, but I don't think we should schedule with me as being the cog in the wheel that we're trying to work around.
The opportunities that families we have now, not as much.
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't, I think 2:30 and then, those people that have a 3 o'clock meeting, we should, or 2 o'clock.
2
I
o'clock
would,
something?
or 4 o'clock? Or is that getting too late before council? Let's do 2 o'clock. 2 o'clock
let's
is
do
fine.
2 o'clock.
Okay.
I'll make a motion that we table this agenda item for our future meeting on Monday at 2 p.m. The 16th?
Yeah, 16.
I'll second.
Okay, thank you. Hearing a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor, please say aye.
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 Aye. Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. The next item of new business is approval of single items for the capital project beyond the spending threshold. And if you all remember, we talked about a big list on Monday night this week. And these are three individual items that were put on this agenda because they're time sensitive. So Tim, I'll turn it over to you to give us a little more background information.
Yeah, thanks. As a reminder, what I'll do is for the board, I'll go through that couple and save list and just maybe kind of as a reference, like there's a lot of items that are going to be over the threshold that we're going to need board approval on. And remember, some of this now, Curtis, now that he knows it's on the kind of the approved or soft approve or tacit approval, he can go out and get bids for it. And so that's what you do. And so Curtis and Chris went out and got bids and we're recommending the family bathroom at the middle school. That bid is with Casper for $51,935. There's a 12-passenger van. Chris was really excited to get this bid from Dahlin out in Alaska. As a reminder, schools can buy and use 12-passenger vans. They just have to be used. I don't know why they have to be used, but that's the rule. So you can buy a new 10-passenger or use 12-passenger. So with the mileage and the price of $39,252, Chris was pretty excited about this one. And of course, they're not going to hold that to our next board meeting. And Chris is out ill today, or he'd be here advocating for that. And then the LP bus and that price was also lower. The nice thing is they're lower than they're listed on the PEPL. I should back up to the 12-passenger. Chris would like to stick with the Fords for those 12 passengers. They've had good luck with those. And so that's kind of what he's been looking for. And the propane bus, decent price on that, $153,000 after we get a little bit of money on it, some trade-in. So I know I put those all together. Curtis is here. If anybody has questions about the family bathroom or I can do my best to answer about the vehicles.
I know that we've been seeing increased transportation costs with the mileage that we're putting on for our activities. Just as a reminder to the board, when teams and school groups are able to use vans instead, that's a cost savings every single mile rather than taking a bus. Also, the LP buses, it's been weeks and months ago now, but Chris had sent the board kind of an update on how efficient those buses were and how they were saving money over diesel buses. So I would like, my recommendation is that we approve these, and I don't have any concerns. And Curtis, I appreciate you being in person at the meeting. But I'm excited about the family bathroom added to the middle school as well. So thanks for getting bids on those.
This is something we approve all as one item.
You may approve them all, or you may approve them one item at a time. I guess it kind of depends how the motion is made.
Aaron, go ahead.
Yeah, Tim, my question is, will Will the new van replace an existing van, or are we adding to the fleet?
We're
What's
adding
the-
to the, yeah, we're adding to the fleet with this. There's, this is adding to the fleet. Probably what you're not seeing is a second bus, because Chris is thinking that he can get by with bus, and Chris has been kind of looking at some of our routes and using 12-passenger van to do a route instead of a bus. We did that for that one kind of dangerous stop, but he also just has little routes that we travel long ways, and if we're only gonna have 10 or 11 children, he might do that as well. But to the original question, Aaron, you got me monologuing there. The original question is, yes, this is adding to the fleet.
Mhm.
I do think that transportation and updating our roofs, repairing our roofs are top priority. I would like to reiterate what I said on Monday, that next priority after that, I would say would be getting everything that we need for our new school for our lower elementary students. So I'd like us to really keep that in mind, to be conservative as we are looking at couple projects this particular year in 2026, until we have everything figured out for that school. I assume this bathroom is something that is something that is time sensitive and needs to be done now.
Yep.
Yes. Curtis, it's gonna be part of a summer project.
Yes.
So we just want to make sure we're on Casper's schedule, we can lock in that price. And this is something that, if you look back on past capital projects, it's probably been on the list at least 2 years that I can think of. And it's just been a matter of moving it up the priority list and getting a bid for it. So appreciative of Curtis for doing both of those things.
Any other discussion from the board? Or questions?
No, I guess my only statement would be I like the way we're moving towards propane buses instead of the traditional diesel, both from a cost savings and a environmental impact on when it's cold out. You don't have to run the bus all day long to keep it warm and keep the diesel from gelling, and
Yeah.
that's a really nice perk of what we're getting, in addition to the cost savings of maintenance and fuel costs. So
Well, I make a motion that we move forward with our capital projects on the family bathroom, the 12-passenger van, and the LP bus.
I'll second.
Okay, hearing a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Okay, thanks for your time today, everyone. I'll call the meeting adjourned. Have a great day.
All right, thank you.